Okay.
All right? So I would recommend that you read this book, and all of those issues are addressed here. Yes. So it contains a survey of all the literature on the subject. Okay? So yes. And there's another book coming out that I've edited and that I've written with a dozen leading Muslim scholars, all addressing all of these different issues. So yes, there are many things that you have to look at. You know, the manuscript itself, how old it is. There's issues of language. There's content criticism. Is the content consistent with the Quran and the Sunnah and evidence and fiqh al-dhimma and so on. But yes, so there are some scholars that dispute some of these documents, but the overall scholarly consensus is overwhelmingly that they are genuine. Now there are some that we have some questions about, okay? Now, this one, yeah, but it's going to take too long to keep going.
Okay, I'll take a look at it, because there's a few things that we may share. The second question is, not question, but more to clarify a few things here.
Yes.
The verse that we have right in front of our eyes, the issue here is not that we judge people who's going to go to hell, who's going to go to heaven. The issue here is in the verse of the Quran, even how the Prophet was treating the non-Muslims, it's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one who has the final answer.
Yes, absolutely.
The clarification is how we deal with them. That's how the Prophet ﷺ, he came to establish that.
Yes.
How the relationship between the Muslims and non-Muslims, whether the people of the book or the people, people of the worship idols.
Sure.
And that's why the Sahaba, when they went to Afghanistan, they didn't blow up the Buddha steps.
Yes.
So the confusion comes up here. A lot of people, when they read these things, so they were, okay, you're kafir, meaning you go to hell. It's not up to the Muslims to decide who goes, but there is some sort of rules or regulations, and the Prophet has established that, some through the covenant, and others, the fuqaha has extracted, the huquq, dhimma and all that.
Yes.
So just want to clarify this, so people, when they say, okay, this is mean everybody is going to go to heaven because of that.
No, absolutely not. It's just we do not determine who goes to heaven or who goes to hell. We don't do takfir of people, right? Anyone who says La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah, if you say you're a Muslim, we accept you're a Muslim. We're not going to say you're a kafir and behead you or burn you alive. And we're not going to... Anyhow, this is... all reasonable people understand that.
There is a verse in the Quran, لَقَدْ كَفَرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ ثَالِثُ ثَلَاثَةٍ. It's clear cut that Allah said there are unbelievers who said, but what is my job? Allah said, so sometimes we overpass the line that we are judging people as to who. That's what I'm trying to clarify.
Yes, and the Quran also says they are not the same, right? No. And so, and again there with the verb kafara, sure, it's kufr, it's to cover up, it means to disbelieve, but it also has the sense of to commit blasphemy. So those who say that God is three persons commit blasphemy. So there's a distinction there in the language. Not all Christians believe in the Trinity. Because they believe in the Trinity does not make them polytheists in the sense that they believe in more than one God, because if you go and you read all of their theological books, they're adamant, they're monotheists, they believe in one God. But this God has three persons, yani kind of like three attributes. You have the paternal aspect, right? The Father who's the power and so on. And you have the Son who represents mercy, and then you have the Holy Spirit. I'm not going to get into all of that theology, but if they say they believe in one God, then they say they believe in one God, and it's going to be up to judge to clarify these things with them in the hereafter. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Morrow. We can thank you.